Good evening. This is the Dean of All Things Spicy with Conjured Vaporz Peppers, and I'm here to do a pepper review. So this is, I don't know. This is the newest cross by Kevin Bane. I have no clue what it is. If he wants to come on and say what it is, that's up to him. He's more than welcome to do so. But I'm excited to try his newest cross. So it's beautiful. It's very orangey peach, but it's got purple on it as well. Excuse me. Fall. Anyway, ain't she pretty? Don't know what she is. She's not named yet. I have no clue what the parentage is. So, I like doing a reviews like this though, because it's truly non-biased. I'm literally just tasting a pepper and saying what I think. And that's what I like to do anyway. When I can be completely 100% non-biased, well, not 100%. We human beings are naturally biased. No matter how unbiased we think we are, we're still biased. I'm biased to peach and mustard pods. I'm pretty sure I'm going to like this already because it's a peach pod. But I also tend to have some drawbacks to pods that have purple coloration in them. Because a lot of times it means they're going to be super floral. But at the same time, my evil avocado has a lot of purple in it. My basilisk, my golden torpedo. Matter of fact, my rocks of lantern crosses that I'm working on have purple in them. And I like the flavors of those. So it's not all peppers that have purple. But yeah, so we're naturally a biased race of people, species. We're naturally a biased species. Um, but I like to try to decrease the bias as much as I possibly can anyway. Cheers. Kevin Bane's newest cross. If he wants to jump in the comment section, let us know what I'm tasting. He's more than welcome to. So, citrusy at the outset, but only for a very short period of time, and then it went floral and bitterness, equal parts of both, which can be a challenge for some people. But for me, when it's truly an equal mixture, I actually like the flavor. But as a flavor, I can't describe. It's almost a savory flavor when the floral and the bitterness match. They meld together, and it becomes like this savory type of flavor that I really, really enjoy. There were moments where the bitter came out, overpowered the floral, and at that point I'm like, I didn't really enjoy that. But then it would meld again, and it was fine. Then the bitterness would come out, and I wouldn't like that, and then it would meld again. So the heat level's still climbing. The burn is mostly on the front of my tongue. To possibly a quarter, though. To possibly fall. Sorry, I have fall allergies. To about a quarter of the way back on my tongue. Um, Heat level's still climbing. My nose is starting to get runny. My eyes are starting to get a little watery. So your crosses, Kevin, lately, your crosses have been getting hotter and hotter. Um, but they've been quite bitter, the ones I've tried so far. This one was all right. Like when the bitter and the floral meld together, I like it. But whatever you've been using in your crosses lately has been causing a lot of bitter flavors. Don't know. So that time it was my throat. Hold on. Yeah, that time it was my throat. That time it was the pepper, not fall allergies. So it's a good pod overall. If I were to cook with this pod, I would probably only use it with red meat. Probably not even a burger. I'd probably have to go with a steak, like a 16-ounce ribeye or something, or a tomahawk, if I could afford a tomahawk. So I'm definitely feeling it in my throat and my esophagus, and as well as in my belly. I'm thinking this one's about 1.4 to 1.6 million Scoville heat units, somewhere in that range. I can't tell you exactly where. I'm waiting to see if it's truly peaked. Feels like it has, but I haven't noticed it coming back down yet. It's like it got up there and it's just hanging before it starts to come down. So I would think that most people who are not massively into eating super hots on a regular basis probably would not like the flavor of this pod. I think this is a developed flavor. I like it. So, but again, a lot of people, the bitterness or the floral, one or the other, would run them away from just munching on this pod. But most super hots aren't made for you to munch on. They're made for eating with, cooking with, or making into sauce or powder or flake. Not a whole lot of us in the world that enjoy just chowing down on super hot peppers. I do. Yeah, so I'm going to say this one was 1.4 to 1.6. It is going back down. I don't think it sat right at 1.5. And I really don't think it was lower than 1.5 either. I think it was closer to 1.6. But when I cough or sneeze or something, that will enhance the blurriness of my eyes. It'll enhance the runniness of my nose. And those are usually how I tell where I think something sits on the shoe level. But I did cough in the middle of it. So it might have been 1.5, and I'm just thinking 1.6 because my eyes are more blurry, my nose is more runny. I usually go by how my body is feeling as to what level I think it is. Only a tiny bit of dragon's breath, but that's there. And I usually don't get dragon's breath with anything below 1.3. Scorpion and higher is the only time I ever get the dragon's breath. And a lot of times I don't even get it until it's like 1.5 or 1.6. But depending on the pepper, some peppers, they're just mean. This one was a pretty darn good burn. I quite like this one. But I'm going to say 1.4 to 1.6. I can't tell you in between those, that 400,000 where it sits though. But that's it. Let's come back down. I feel like I'm not quite back to baseline, but I still feel it in my esophagus. I still feel it in the top of my belly. But I won't cap cramp from it, just like I haven't cap cramp for the last couple nights either. Anyway, this is the Dean of All Things Spicy with Conjured Vaporz Peppers. Boo! Have a good night. See ya.